Alright, let's talk about lighting. Lighting, there are three different types. There's front lighting, backlighting, and side lighting. Now, backlighting is when the light's coming from in front of the photographer to the back of the subject. This will always silhouette your subject no matter what. Your subject will always be silhouetted. The side lighting is when the lighting's to the side of the photographer. It's coming this way, or this way, whatever you prefer, and it will light. It will make the lighting from the side. The front lighting is when it's coming from behind the photographer, and it will light your whole subject. It will light the subject, mostly everything around it, and is mostly good for like nature and some portrait photography. Side is, well, all three are good for portraits. See, then there's warm lighting, which is morning light, which is near dawn, like before noon, while the sun's still coming up. It's warm light. Then there's cool light, which is the evening, which is when the sun's going down. It's usually kind of bluish tint. Morning is more orangey, yellow. And then noon is the transition between the two. It's usually really, really hot and hard to work with. Now, I usually shoot with cloud cover, which helps cool down the light even in the noon. Even noon, it filters it. And what you want to, depending on what you want to take a picture of, you got to take into consideration what light you need, and then be there with that light is available. If you're going to take a picture of a flower and you would like it to be like the background to be kind of blacked out, most of the light on the flower I'd shoot in the morning, because there isn't a whole lot of light. It's warm light, and it will pretty much focus on the flower. If you are doing outdoor stuff, wildlife, maybe some portraits outside, go for noon or evening light. Evening light will, I personally think, will make it better. The nice blue tint, and it will really not overexpose everything. It won't overexpose your subject, it won't overexpose anything in the background, and it's easier to work with if you need to do any editing to it. Noon light, well, when it's really hot and bright, it's good. I would use it for indoor stuff if you need light from outside. Just open a window and you'll have a pretty good amount of light coming in, depending on where the window is to what you're doing. And then you can work with side lighting, front, back, depending on what you're shooting with. Side lighting, like I said, will illuminate mostly just the side of your subject. The rest will be kind of blurred or black, depending on what background you're using. Front, you expose your whole subject. Most likely the background too, unless it's studio, you can control it. Backlighting will always silhouette your subject, no matter what. It could be outside, it can be indoor, it will always silhouette your subject. Whether it's a lamp, whether you're using a lamp or the sun, a spotlight, whatever. It will silhouette your subject. Take those into consideration when you're shooting, and hopefully you'll have the images you want, and they also will expand your photography knowledge so you can wow everybody with your creative art. Thank you. I hope this helps, and please feel free to leave a comment.